Hello and welcome to Derp Derp and Friends Reviews.
Oi oi! I am Ski Nerd, and that
Derp
is,
Derp.
and we are here getting stalked by an artist, a body artist, and he's very friendly.
As you can tell by the poster.
The poster, look at that smile. That's adorable. I mean, I would want, I would want to be hanging out with him all day. Um, Bring him to parties, have him meet my friends. We can play D&D together.
It'd be
Watch
kind of hard
movies.
because he doesn't talk.
No, he could just mime. He could just mime the stuff. You know, he would play a great character. I mean, it's weird that he always chooses to be a chaotic evil character, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, we reviewed this movie called Terrifier, and it was very terrifying uh, because I was laughing so much. Well, on the inside, I wasn't laughing out loud.
It,
No,
it,
no, actually, I did laugh out loud. Yeah.
it's a movie that isn't meant to be taken serious
Yep.
because it fully embraces the craziness.
Yeah. It's Halloween night, and this is what you can expect from a fun-loving clown. I mean, everybody's wearing costumes. Why not him? Anyways, so
It starts off with showing a broadcast of a lady talking to a victim a year later after the events of the movie.
well, spoilers.
No, it
You
says
just
that.
what?
Will
Huh?
you let Mally outside?
Yep.
When you take Mike home?
Yep.
Okay. Or are you going to make Mike walk home?
No.
I don't know, chat. Should we make him walk home?
Well, nobody's there, so
It says it in the movie at the very beginning.
does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That she was a survivor of the events that happened a year ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't remember. Um. Yeah, but her face is all like messed up. And she was being interviewed like, "Hey, there's this killer. What happened?" And after the interview, the interviewer, she was just like, yeah, talking to her husband, I think. She was like, "Yeah, if you ever see me like, if I ever look like the way she does, please kill me. I don't want to live after that." And then immediately she is attacked by that woman with the messed up face and is has her one of her eyes gouged out. Um, so then the movie starts off with a couple chicks walking down the street. It's Halloween,
Uh,
and one of them's a
we're,
bimbo.
we're in, or Don, played by a Catherine Corcoran, which nobody knows because one thing I did like about this movie, it's all people, all no-name actors.
Yep, I didn't recognize any of them. Oh, except for Dante, but we'll get to that later.
And Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I recognized him and the bimbo. Anyways, so these two chicks are walking down, and one we'll call Bimbo. She's wearing the scarecrow outfit, and one we'll call
Tara,
sure.
played by Jenna Cannell.
No, that was Catherine. That was as Catherine Kernigan as Dawn.
No, that's yeah,
My
but
best friend.
Tara is the other girl.
Tara's a medical student, right?
No, Tara is the skeleton.
Oh, click on our picture because if she's, I thought
It doesn't, but yeah,
Okay.
Victoria is their sister, the medical student.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Catherine Cunningham. That's the bimbo.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. I was confused. That's right. They're sisters. Anyway, so Tara.
It's not like we just watched this.
Yeah, I know, but it's confusing because they don't. Anyways, um, so you have this bimbo.
To be honest,
and,
the only reason why I knew her name was Tara is because of the subtitles.
oh,
It said Tara every time she spoke.
okay, I didn't notice it. Anyways, because I'm great with names. So Tara and the bimbo are walking down the street drunk. They're like, "Oh, we need to get in our car," and they see this clown just walking, and the bimbo is like, "Hey, this my friend wants to get your number," just being stupid and dumb. Oh, excuse me, folks. There we go. Um, and he's just kind of like looking at him, not saying anything, and he's carrying a garbage bag with stuff in it, and he kind of looks at him, and Tara's like, don't talk to him. That guy's creepy. But they're drunk, and they're like, all right, there's this cool pizza place. Let's go get some food. So they go get some food.
Just because she wanted to sober up before she drove home.
Yep. And they get to this pizza place, order pizza, and the clown walks in, and he looks at Tara creepily a lot. And the
And
bimbo
makes faces at her.
and the bimbo was like, "What's wrong? Oh, I'm gonna get a selfie with this guy." So she goes to this clown and takes a selfie and is being very aggressive. And she's a bimbo because she's stupid. If you don't know what a bimbo is someone who is attractive but really stupid. That's it. Anyways, so that happens, and the pizza guy, the boss guy, he's
Steve.
Like, he is after the clown goes to the bathroom. He's like, "Hey, are you girls all right? Don't worry, I'll take care of this guy." So
Well, first we forgot Art the Clown went to a gumball machine and got a ring to put on Tara's finger.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then then the clown goes to the bathroom and he leaves some art on the wall, and the owner
smeared
goes
with
in.
shit.
Yep, the owner goes in, kicks the clown out, and the clown is like going like this as he's leaving. And we find out that he has his subordinate started cleaning the bathroom, and they're like, and the girls are like, well, maybe he was like, jacking off in there because he really likes you, and clowning around. And we realize that he took a dump in there and he rubbed the feces all over the wall and he spelled art with it. And then like 2 seconds later, we find that it goes back to the pizza place, and the owner's head is there, just the head.
A Steve-O-Lantern.
Yeah, into a lantern.
His name's Steve, so it's Steve-O-Lantern.
Yeah, and the other guy, he goes to call
Ramon.
911, and he gets his hand chopped off, and he gets stabbed in the face, and he's dead. Yay! Meanwhile, the two girls go back to their car, and they're like, oh my god, my tire is slashed. I don't know what to do. So they call the sister, which is
Victoria. Played by Samantha Scafidi.
And she is like, hello, sister. I need your help. She's like, well, I am studying. Okay. My roommate came back with a boy. I guess I will come get you. And so they...
And if I fail my test, I blame you.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's studying.
For a test she has in 5 hours.
Yeah, so I guess it's Halloween on a Tuesday night because there weren't a lot of people out. Anyways,
Well, it was also 1 a.m.
yeah, but it's also Halloween, so there's usually a lot of people in a town like that, you know. Um, and or maybe it was 2 a.m. It could have been 2 a.m. because we did get a time eventually. This at 3.
Well, at the beginning, I think when they're in the pizza shop, it was 1. But it takes time to cook and eat a pizza, and
It does, yeah. So what happens next? Oh yeah, so they're waiting in the car, waiting for their sister to come because the spare tire. There was no spare tire, of course.
no, there was. It was just already on the car.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Bimbo's car. Not very smart. So um, then, of course, Tara has to go to the bathroom, and she sees a guy walk outside this place, and she's like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" He's like, "I don't know. Uh, the owners won't like it if I let random people in." And she's like, "Oh, it'll be quick." And he's like, "All right, whatever." Doesn't even ask for any money or anything. That's what I would do. I'd be like, "You gotta pee? Either pee in the corner or give me money." And that's what, or do something for me. Um,
A
and so she goes to the
Mike the
bathroom.
Exterminator, played by Matt McAllister.
Yep, he's bald as like Mr. Clean, so we're gonna call him Mr. Clean, and he also is a janitor, so it kind of works out. Anyway, so Mr.
No, he
Clean,
was an exterminator.
he looks like a janitor. Um, so they go to the bathroom, and he's like, all right, do you know your way out? Yes, I do. Okay, awesome. And she goes the wrong way, of course, and because she hears some cat noise, a cat meowing, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna explore. And so she does that, and she meets this woman who's like, "Oh, are you the new tenant? Oh, cool. I just got my baby here, and it's cool that you're here. Um, and can you want to say hello to my baby?" And it's just a doll. So this crazy is a crazy woman with a baby with a fake baby, and she's like, "Oh, I just moved in. You can do laundry together. Yeah, that sounds great. I just need to talk to the landlord because the rent is due." And she's like, "Okay, bye." And that was cat lady. So as she's like going to the bathroom and talking to the cat lady, the bimbo's in the car, and she looks over, and all of a sudden, oh, the clown is there! Wow,
Well, first she hears on the radio.
that a killer clown was on the
Yeah.
loose, and 2 people at this pizza place were found dead. And a witness heard a scream and called it in and noticed a tall, lean man in a clown costume. And of course, the bimbo dies.
Then we see cop car, cop lights drive past. We see the door open.
And it's the clown man.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm here. Ah. And anyway, so this chick is Tara's running around, and um, she tries to go outside, but the door's locked. She's like, crap, I gotta find another way. And she runs into this clown, and this clown has like blood on its hands. And we're like, oh my god, it has blood on its hands. And he sees her, and he smiles, and he starts like chasing her basically. And she runs like really slow, like I could run faster. And she just like, instead of running like a sprinter, she's just like,
She's
I gotta run in
running.
between cars. Here's me running.
She's running like
Oh.
she's in a old like PS1 shooter game where you
Yeah.
cannot just turn easily and stop, turn, and then go straight
Yep,
like the original Resident Evil game.
exactly. It was pretty bad. So she was trying to hide from this thing, and instead of like moving, she just stayed in the same spot, and she got spotted by this clown.
Oh wow!
Instead of moving around, she just went lower and didn't move. So she's stupid, and then she gets ambushed by the clown. She gets stabbed in the leg a couple times. She's like, "Oh my god, how did you find me?" Well, the clown saw you. You're dumb. Of course you got stabbed. Dumb people get stabbed, okay? That's how it works. Anyway, so she gets stabbed, and I think she gets an attack on him. And of course, she only hits him once. And nobody in this universe knows what double tap is. Because I guess in this universe, there is no. What's that movie called?
Zombieland, no
Zombieland.
Scream.
Yeah, they're all stupid.
Because every single Scream movie, you have to shoot the guy twice in the head.
Double tap.
Or he'll
Just to
come
make
back,
sure.
as he
Just to
does
make sure.
every single Scream movie.
Yep. Anyways. Oh, and then she goes to another part and she hides, and the clown is about to like find her, but she throws something, so the clown gets distracted. So she tries to leave again, and finds another door that's locked, and so she has to go downstairs or whatever. And the clown, then she sees Mike, Mr. Clean, and he's cleaning, or he's exterminating a different area, but he has headphones in.
Stairwell. Right? He's doing the stairwell at that point.
No, this is right after she went into the office trying to pick up the phone, and she's yelling at him. She's like, hey, help me, he's coming. And then of course she gets taken by the clown by the mouth, and he stabs her with something, some sleep juice, into her neck, and she wakes up, and this clown guy is having fun. He's okay. Listen, he's not the bad guy here. He's just a street performing artist and his art is used with body parts. He does body part art, you know? So he has Tara in this chair taped down, and he takes a tool, one of his many tools, and he pretends to, hit her, and
multiple
she's scared.
times.
And does it again, and she's scared. And he goes, "Oh, let me find another thing." And so he takes out a saw, and he's about to cut her throat with it, like a normal, friendly artist would do. And he doesn't. So he stops, and then he has her. There's like a canvas or a cloth thing over something, and he pulls it down. Oh, and look, it's the bimbo, and you can see her boobies. Wow, awesome! That's a great scene. He must have like a weird upside down fetish because she is upside down. And he starts teasing her with the saw, of course. And the friend is looking upon this going, oh my god, the clown is having a fun time. It's great. He's smiling, he's having fun.
He's just a stage magician performing the famous magician act of sawing his assistant in half.
Yes. But this must have been the first time he did it because she didn't come back from it. But, you try and you try and you try, and eventually he's going to get it right.
And he is also daring instead of from the mid, he does it from vagina to the head.
To the head. Except I didn't like the fact that he didn't get all the way down, but, better luck next time, I guess. So
he had trouble getting
sawing
through the
her
skull.
right through the middle, up to like where the nose is, and she's upside down. And meanwhile, the chick somehow gets out of her bindings and is able to run away. And so she runs away, and the clown is like, "Oh, okay, let's have some fun." And he takes a selfie with the bimbo chick, like she did with him. And he's just paying it back. That's his art. Look at his amazing body art. Excuse me. Ooh, I don't know where that came from. Oh, I know where it came from. Chicken. Body art. And that was one of the best scenes in the movie. I mean, her doing the magic trick, saw a year and a half, and taking a selfie. That was pretty sweet. So anyway, so Tara runs away, and she's scared, and it's kind of fuzzy what happens next because it's a lot more chaos that happens after this. You think that she's gonna get out of there, but finds out that all the doors are locked, and she doesn't know where to go. Um, is this where she runs back into Mike again?
I think so.
Okay. She runs into Mr. Clean again, and
and similar songs on Amazon Music.
or no. That's later. She gets into the maze.
Alexa,
Wait, what did I say?
stop.
Why are you playing Mr. Sandman? Wait, what did I say that made her play that?
Apparently you said the A word and then Mr. Clean, and she took it as Mr. Sandman.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Alexa just started playing. Don't. Okay. We're all in the clear. Anyways, what were we saying? Oh yeah, right. So she gets away, and the clown chases after her, and the clown. This is where the clown she starts beating the clown with the piece of lumber. That's right. That's what happens next. So we got this clown, and he's getting beat. He's getting beat. She's like ugh, rah, just hitting him in the face, and he's on the ground, and she's like, get up, you motherfucker. Yeah, that's right, get up. And she's about to hit him again, but surprise, he pulls out a gun and shoots her. Hey, everybody likes surprises. He's a clown. He's doing his art thing, doing the body thing. And I did not see that coming. I didn't know this clown had a freaking gun, but it worked out. So he shoots her, she's on the ground, she's like, and he shoots her again, boom, and she's like, and then shoots her in the head, boom, right here, or no, right here, in the cheek, and he's mewing so good, right in the cheek, and blah. So she's like barely alive at this point, and the clown runs out of bullets. So the clown goes to get more bullets, and something else happens. I can't remember. I think Mike is cleaning more or whatever, and comes back and takes more bullets, lures more bullets into the gun, and shoots her in the face multiple times, which is very artsy. Making a jack-o'-lantern out of a head. What? Run for gender equality. Men 10K, women 5K. Yep, that sounds about right. They should both be running 10Ks. Okay. Anyways. Shoots the thing, and then the cat lady sees this, so she screams, and she's like, oh my god, and then the cat lady runs into Mike, aka Mr. Clean, and she's like, oh my god, you have to call the cops. There's a guy down there, and he's killing people. There's a body down there. You got to do something. You got to call the cops. And he just is like, you're a crazy lady. Get the hell away from me. So he pushes her away from him, starts walking down the stairs, and he starts to call his boss about, this crazy lady or whatever. And there's there's a lot of people in this building that shouldn't be there. And he's like, why are you here in this building? You're not supposed to be here. And then Mr. Happy Clown finds a new art project, bops him in the head, boom, bing, bang, boom, and he calls his boss, and the boss is like, hey, Mike, are you there? Mike. So he bashes the phone, and so then the cat lady,
Or we also
she's scared.
forget that Tara's sister gets there at that point too.
Oh yeah, and she's looking, and she's trying to get inside, and oh, that's when the text
Yep.
is, before he shoots her
Yep.
dead. That's what it was. Um, the clown, we learn, is able to read and write, texts beautifully, um, and says, "Oh, you need to come in the back. Tara's sick, or whatever." Um,
This is on Don's phone.
yeah. Um, and so she's coming around, and then the cat lady goes back to where her daughter is, and she's not there. She's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm thinking, how the hell do you lose your? How do you?
How do you lose a
The baby's
doll?
not even alive. How do you lose that? Come on. But eventually, the cat lady starts, freaking out, running around. She sees the clown with the baby, and she's like, "Oh, have you ever seen had a mother's touch?" And so she's touching, um, uh, the clown, like, "Oh, you haven't had a mother's touch." And he puts the thumb, and he's sucking his thumb, and next we see, um, uh, not Tara, Victoria come in, and she sees her sister on the ground, and the sister's like moving slowly, and then it cuts to another woman,
The cat
the
lady.
cat lady, with her tomahawked. She's like, "Please help me," and looks down at the body, and it's a clown. Hey, surprise! Oh man, that really got me. I was surprised by that. Um, so he took basically the skin of the cat lady, and it looked like he had like boobs on, and he was just wearing her skin, and like going around, kind of dancing, being like, "Oh, where are you? Oh, I don't know where you are." Ah, just making fun faces and making more art. And now is chasing the new victim, Victoria. So that's fun. So they're being chased around for a little while. Other stuff happens, and then Mr. Dante comes in, Mike's boss, Mr. Clean's boss, and he's not even supposed to be working today, but he's there because he got called. He can't open. He calls Mike, doesn't get an answer. Tries opening the door. He can't open it, of course.
Since we would call him Dante because he looks like and sounds like a younger version of David O'Halloran
Yep,
from Clerks.
exactly. So that's who Dante is, and while he's trying to get in, the clown is like chasing Victoria all around, and is like doing different slashes here and there, um, and eventually, uh, Mike realizes, "Oh, I should honk the horn, honk, 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 honk," and the clown is about to get to Victoria right outside of this door, and there was like a little eye hole that she could see. She's like, "No, don't come in, don't come in." Well, if you scream, he's gonna know that you're in there. So you're stupid. So you hear this car honking, and the clown goes away, and she comes out, and he tries to go after Mike, um, and or not Mike, the Dante, and doesn't. I don't believe he gets to him, right?
No, he doesn't.
No, he does. That's right. Dante does die, and it's the knife through the skull, and the slicing of his head off, and he can't do anything. It's like, oh my god! And then after that, we get an even better scene than the magic trick. He finds uh, a little mini bike, and he starts biking around, and he's like, wee! I've never seen anyone so happy. I felt so good for him. He's here. These people are coming in trying to ruin his art, but instead of like being down and being like, "Oh man, these guys are ruining it," he takes this opportunity to use them as tools for his new art. So, I mean, the more people that are coming, I mean, it's actually better for him, which is great. Um, And so he's riding around on his tricycle, and
He doesn't really know how to ride it because he crashes a lot.
yep, he crashes, and then Victoria sees this and is hiding behind a truck or something like that. And he finds her and starts like stabbing her, and she's like, "Oh my god, get away!" and stabs him with something. There's a part where she's by like this brick area, and he comes out from nowhere and puts plastic over her mouth, and the scene is so great because she's like struggling to breathe, and Clown's like, "Ha, I got you," and she like breaks open the plastic, and the clown takes the plastic, and she's like running away, and he's like looking at it like, he's like, "What? How did she get out of this thin plastic?" um, and that was actually fantastic. But she runs away, and so Dante's dead, and then Mike wakes up, and he's just like, "Oh, what the hell?" And he's like looking around, he hears things, and uh, let's see, the Victoria is being chased by the clown, and the clown had this new toy that he was making at the beginning of the movie. He was like making weapons and stuff like that, and it was this flail with scalpels at the end of it. So he would just like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
It's more like a flog.
a flog.
Because
It's
it
a
cuts
string.
you.
It's a string, and
It cuts you.
oh, okay. With scalpel
Yep.
flog, which, and Mike comes from behind and knocks him out, and doesn't do the double tap, of course, because why would you? And then Mr. Clean is the only sensible person in this movie, and so he goes.
And yet he
and-
doesn't listen to the cops.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. He's a sensible person up until he calls. So they get to a room, they lock the door, they're like, "Oh my god, are you hurt? You're bleeding out. Oh, okay, we're just gonna stay here." She's like, "Don't leave me," because she's terrified. And he calls 911 with an actual working phone. He's like, "Oh my god, we get cops here. This lady's bleeding out. There's this
She
killer
even
killing
didn't
people."
want him to walk 5 feet to the phone.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna be right there," and the cop is like, "Okay, please stay on the line, stay where you are, and we'll come for you." He's like, "No, I gotta get this girl to the emergency room. Fuck you!" And so they start taking this lady who's bleeding out, who's losing strength. "Hey, let's go walking." Okay, that's a smart idea. And of course, we see the killer clown, and he comes around the corner, and he beats Mike in the head with this not the propane tank, but the exterminator tank, right?
Yeah.
He goes whack, and then he's on the floor, and in his face is just like boom, 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 and now Mr. Clean's dead.
Well, no,
And-
he gets curb stomped.
Oh, that's right, he gets curb stomped. You're right. And so Victoria is backed into a corner. There's a locked door behind her with a chain and a lock, and she sees a weapon on the ground. It's a lead pipe. You're like, all right, now she has a weapon. She's gonna defend herself against this clown. No, she turns around and she starts beating this lock. No, you woman dumb. You dumb woman. Okay, you attack clown, not door. But she rolled a nat 20, so the lock unlocks. Unfortunately, the clown was there to greet her with a artistic slap to the face, I guess you could say. So she's being like happily hugged by this guy, and she like pokes him in the eye or something, and she's able to escape. So that was smart of her. But usually Bimbo's dumb, Tara's dumb, and Victoria's supposed to be the smart one. She's going to med school, but no, Dante's dumb too. Hey, who else is dumb? Dante's dumb, and Mr. Clean isn't dumb until he calls the cops. Then he's dumb.
The file is actually called the Cat O' Nines. Cat of Nines.
Oh, Cat of Nine Tails. Okay.
I knew that there's a specific term for that.
Very nice. Anyways, so dumb woman, who that was like the dumbest thing you could do. Like you have a weapon and you have a guy in front of you with no weapon, and you decide to break the chain lock, and it somehow unhooks. What? How? Why? It makes no sense. Anyways, this is a movie, so who cares? So she escapes, and she's running. She's trying to get out, and we kind of hear sirens, and she goes outside, and you're
Does
like,
she go to a car?
oh yeah, woman's still dumb. She goes outside, and then she's like, oh, I should run back into this building where this killer clown is. No! Do something else. Come on, you're outside.
Go
Anyways,
into the running car.
yeah, right. There's a junkyard of cars.
Well, there's also the car that the exterminator came from, Dante K.
Yeah. And I guess she didn't see it.
Because that's the one we see in a few minutes.
Yep. So she goes back in. She goes through this door, and the clown like grabs her hair, pulls off her hair, and she's able to get away. And she kind of just stays there, rests, and she goes to look outside. And look, oh, it's a car that starts. And it runs through the door, runs her over. So she's on the ground. She's like, oh my God, I'm bleeding out. Oh my God. So this clown goes over to her all willy-nilly. We hear sirens in the background. He's like, oh, hello, oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And he's like, gets on top of her and starts, that's right, eating her face. He's hungry. He's had a big night, okay? Doing all this artwork, cutting the girl in half, shooting the girl in the face, tomahawking the cat lady, killing Dante, chopping his head off, killing Mike. That all takes a lot of
and
effort.
killing the two pizza guys.
Oh, of course, the two pizza guys. How could I forget? He didn't get his pizza in the beginning. That's why he's on his rampage. Oh my God. It all makes sense. You gotta give people pizza, man. You gotta give them pizza. Anyways, so back to the story. So he's casually just eating her face, right? And these two cops come in. They're like, "Hey, you need to put your arms up." And he puts up one arm, and the cop's like, "You need to put your other arm up. Don't grab for anything." And he's obviously like grabbing for something. And I'm against police brutality, but this is a fucking killer clown. Like, come on, he has his hand
he's
like
covered in
he
blood.
has his hand like right here, and he's like oh, and he's like doing this for like way too long, and he's grabbing something. Obviously, these cops are dumb. Anyways.
And he's covered in blood, and he obviously has some meat in his mouth.
So he spins around and shoots himself in the head. So he's dead. It's a murder-suicide, and the cops are like, oh my God, this girl is still alive. So they bring him to the morgue, and the guy wants bacon. And
nothing but bacon.
He's not bothered by grotesque stuff. He's
He
like,
wants a bacon sandwich with bacon.
Yeah, he's like, once you've seen an 8-year-old killed in a microwave, nothing phases you anymore. So they're looking at all the dead bodies. Got the clown, they got the person with the head
Mike
faced in. Yeah, but he got curb stomped, remember?
Yeah, but that was him.
That was him?
Yeah, because his face was caved in.
Oh, okay, right. And these other police officers, yeah, there's 2 more bodies, there's so many bodies. And he opens up the clown thing, and the clown is just staring at him. And the lights go all crazy, like, they're like, woo! And then he chokes the guy to death. And the end of the movie is the girl is recovering in the hospital, and it's the same girl at the beginning of the movie, which was obvious the whole time, but they made it look like it was just like, oh my God, here's the twist, this is that girl. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, what are you talking about? Anyways, so this movie wasn't really scary. It was more fun and funny. They're cheering.
That was their intention. It wasn't really intended to be scary.
Yeah, we'll just see what this clown could do, and he's having fun. You know, he's just a street performer.
Because it's also a very low budget movie.
Yeah.
The,
And so I'd give it a. I was gleefully entertained by this horror movie. I didn't get jump scared once, and that's really rare. Once you see enough movies, you can predict stuff. You're like, oh, look.
but
at that.
you didn't predict the
But but if you can't predict stuff,
the gun
then you're like, oh shit.
or the body skin.
The body skin. What was the body skin? Oh yeah, the body skin. When he's like, "Oh, look at me, I got boobs." Ooh. And the body skin, the magic trick, and like cutting her in half, and the gun, like pulling out the gun, like, "Oh my god, please don't kill me!" Surprise! Yeah. So I give it like a solid 4 out of 10. Or sorry, no, 4 out of 5.
This was my second time watching it, and I even forgot some of the things.
Yeah, it was dumb, but it was so entertaining just watching the clown, cheering for the clown. Like, maybe everybody else is the bad guy. Have you ever thought of that? He's just trying to live his life, and these two chicks start making fun of him, and he walks into this pizzeria, and he gets kicked out for
Making
writing
art.
And he's so nice. He gives this girl a ring, and she takes it and throws it on the ground. Who does that? That's so mean. And he was just like, all right, you guys messed with me, I'm gonna mess with you, and he did it in his own unique way. And people just don't understand who this clown is, you know. And he has a great smile, adorable. And he's a prankster. He's just a little prankster, you know. He just surprised people. Even people's faces. I mean, he was just hungry. That's it. So.
And we're gonna watch the second one probably on Sunday, and the third one that comes out next weekend, probably next Sunday.
So that was our review. Oh, what did you rate it?
I agree, 4 out of 5. It's hard for me to kind of review something I've already seen, in my opinion.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I really liked it, just because I don't like slasher horror movies, but I like ones that don't try to be scary. That just embrace the gore when it comes to slashers.
All right. Sweet. Cool. So that was our review. Let's end it, and then we can start the other one.
Like, subscribe, comment. We're at over
Oh
33,000.
Jesus. Oh sweet Jesus.
And join us
Stop it.
maybe about 5 to 10 minutes for our One Piece review. I say 5 to 10 because I don't know where Mike is in joining us currently.
Oh.
My phone's behind you, so.
Okay.
But we'll be back in 10 or so minutes.
No. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it live. Fuck it. Message.